The first part of that video is actually for you, Tracy, from Golden Girl Budgets. You said in my last video, you commented on it and said that my tea process interested you. So actually, this is actually made for tea, and it is a Japanese tea mug. It used to have like a little cap on it for the steeping part, and I love it. I found it at a thrift store. This mug, I looked at it online. Before I'd found it, I just found it and thought, oh, that's really cool. And so I bought it for $7, but it had all three parts, the little strainer, and then the cap. And I'm genuine with budget determined, by the way. I'm just all over the place. But anyways, this mug online, you guys are gonna hear my puppies in the background, sorry. I found it, and it's like a $200 mug. These cranes on it are hand painted, and I'd actually found like a little tiny cup too, and my kids, not knowing, they put it in the dishwasher and it washed all the design off of it. But I had this mug and my kids have dropped it. It broke. I've glued it together like 2 or 3 times now, but it's one of my favorite mugs. So anyways, that is what it is for loose leaf tea, and it's amazing. The tea you just saw me make is it is elderberry, hibiscus. It has star anise, which I love. It kind of has like a little licorice flavor, but it really pairs well with the elderberry and hibiscus. And then cinnamon is always good, and then honey for a sweetener. And this is like a hug in a cup, like seriously. It's the best. One of my favorite mugs and teas by far. But if you want a little relaxant in it to just kind of make you feel sleepy or something like that, it just calms you down, helps anxiety. And no, I'm not a doctor. Please do your own research. This is just what I have experienced. And also check with your doctor if you're on any meds whatsoever, because depending on what meds you are, some herbs interplay with them in a negative way, so please check that. But I like to use a little bit of mugwort in it as well, and that kind of gives me a little calm down relaxant in the evening sometimes. So anyways, for Katie of the house, who asked me if I'd made my pita bread in a previous video, I adore Katie. She does all these, she's a go-getter. Oh my goodness, all of her videos of her cleaning house, I'm like mesmerized by her. I am a spoonie, and I used to do all those things, and if you don't know what a spoonie is, I have a autoimmune chronic illness. I've got multiple of them. I've got rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia, but she cleans so much of her house in a period of time. I used to be able to clean a whole house in a period of time, but I have to clean things piece by piece and sometimes room by room, depending on how simple it is. So I'm just in awe watching people do what I can no longer do anymore. And oh gosh, I adore her. But we are going to make pita bread today. Please, be patient with me. I'm going to do my best not to have this video too long or too clumsy, but it probably will be both, just because I am a little scattered all over the place. I hope I'm not decapitating myself here, but I probably just did. But I'm going to make the pita bread. There goes my dog. Ozzy. Shh, mommy's filming. I'm going to make the pita bread today, and I am doing my best to pause and unplug and move the camera to, it's actually my phone, but move it to be able to capture other viewpoints, rather hoping to save myself some editing, but editing is very time consuming, and this is a big process. If anybody who knows how to do this, and for me, it feels like an even longer process. I watch Katie's videos that the cameras move all over. Liz and Les, her cameras move all over and has so many beautiful shots, and the editing process that goes into it, it might appear simple, but to me it's a lot. So I'm gonna do my best. Please bear with me. I'm gonna be sipping tea along the way, but we're gonna get right into this. And I have not even checked what I know what recipe I'm doing, but I really don't know, even if I have the ingredients in its entirety. So I'm going to be making, this is from Rich and Delish. I will post the link down below. I found it on Pinterest. I love Pinterest for recipes. But this one is called The Best Homemade Pita Bread Ever. And who wouldn't want to make the best pita bread? I've never tried this recipe, so hopefully it turns out good. Yeah. Let me find the ingredient list and let's make sure that we have it and pull them all out. Oh, of course. It's gonna give me the flour in 1 kg. And my brain cannot translate right now. Let me look up what 1 kg is in cups. 8 cups. This might be a lot for a recipe, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, because I do have it. So let's get out the ingredients. We need active yeast, flour. Hopefully you can hear me too. I keep my yeast in the freezer just because it keeps better and it keeps longer, and I'm decapitating myself, I don't know. Yeast. Let's go. I'm just gonna pull out everything under the sun. Flour, regular white flour, sugar, salt, and water. Oh, this is really simple. Okay, and it does let me use a mixer, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, so I really feel like this is going to be a drastic mess, but we're gonna see how this goes. So it's gonna want me to sift flour, so I need my measuring cups. Hey, Rune baby. Yeah. And a glass sip of tea. Right. Wants me to sift the flour, the sugar, and I almost said tea. Yeah. I'm going to be very noisy and clumsy here. But I don't think it would be my video if it wasn't a little bit chaotic. I hope you're counting, because I obviously am not. That's 2 cups because I'm using a 1/2 cup measurement, because if it's into my jar, I had better. Okay, so we are at 3 cups. I'm gonna stop there and put my yeast in. Maybe. All right, how much yeast? Yeast. 1, whoa! Oh boy, I almost dropped the whole jar. That scared me. It says 1 tablespoon. I think I was just under, so we're gonna put a tiny bit more. I hope you guys can see all this. I have never done a cooking video before, and oh. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay. I probably calculated that wrong. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh boy. It's hard to think and bake at the same time and count and talk. I really think I'm gonna have like right about the perfect amount of flour in here. Don't worry, I have a 5-gallon bucket full of it as well because I am crazy like that. I buy my 25-pound bag of flour, fits perfectly, like perfectly in a 5-gallon bucket. And if you get a food grade one with a gamma seal lid, then it works spectacularly. I'm very, very loud here, but I do need a little bit more. We're just gonna eyeball it. Ah, heck, let's just take it all. All right. Katie, this is your fault. I'd make you be the first to try it, but you're not here, so hopefully this turns out well. All right. Tablespoon, yeah, 1 tablespoon of salt. Room, baby, you gotta let mama work. Ice. Where did I put my tablespoon measurement? Oh, it's still in my yeast. Did I say I was going to be clumsy and my clumsiness was going to extend this video? Okay. 1 tablespoon of salt. Okay. A dough hook. Dough idea, a female idea. Okay. I'm gonna put this on just so we don't like scatter everything everywhere because that would be me. Why does it seem like this dough hook is gonna get in the way? Oh, maybe because I haven't lifted it up. Okay, this is going to be noisy, people. I'm sorry. I'll talk louder. We'll just turn it on low for now. And water. How much water? 3 cups of water. Okay, so I think the dough is mixed enough, and I totally missed it, but I totally flubbed up there, and lowered it before I took the shield off and just shot it out the side. Thankfully nothing broke, but that would be my luck. Okay, so the dough hook, and okay. So that's a pretty hefty dough. Okay, but it says that I'm supposed to, I feel like it needs more water. Why do I feel like it needs more water? That's a pretty stout dough. I don't know. Like, am I going to ruin it if I add more water? I'm nervous. Truth be told, I don't even know if I've made pita bread before, so I've made a lot of bread, but I have not made pita bread, and oh my gosh, my hands. Boy, oh boy, I don't know, like, I'm gonna add a little bit more water, I just am. I don't want to add too much. I'm nervous. But I still have some loose flour in the bottom, and I kind of want to use it all up. But now I don't know. I don't know. Well, you guys are with me, win or lose. I'm elbowing jars. I'm trying to get in the camera shot. And, yeah. Okay, so it wants me to let this raise. I feel like I need to get it out and gunk up my counter. And, I don't know that I should have added that last flour now. Try it without adding the flour if you guys try this recipe, and let me know how it worked out below. Because this is a very stout little baby. Now I feel like I need to dust it with flour. I'm a hazard to myself. Ugh. Okay. We're getting more flour. Hang on. Flour. Like really trying to freak ourselves out. I feel that this must be like a really gluteny, elasticy bread dough. Okay. So that's our dough. A little bit more flour was better, so don't add the extra water. Okay, so this weighs a lot. It's like a few bricks, and my wrists are hurting already. So I'm gonna drop this. And we're gonna cover it up because it wants it to rest and double for about an hour. So I'm gonna have to come back. All right. 1 hour later. Okay, but first, before it's 1 hour later, I can feel you judging me. I think I'm more critical of myself, but we're covering this for that hour. Okay, and in the meantime, I am going to have a cookie because my son is an amazing chef, and this last week he said, Mom, I just am in a cooking and baking mood. He likes to look up random recipes and bake and cook. So I'm going to have a cookie with my tea while I'm waiting for this bread to rise. Okay, so it has been just over an hour. I did some cleaning up. I also made some iced tea, which I'm gonna put in the fridge. And boy, oh boy, I honestly don't know how this recipe is going to go. It's got me a little bit nervous because, like I said, I've never made pita bread before, but it told me to set, I hope I'm not decapitated. I think I have a paranoia there. Anyways, I have set the oven at the highest setting that my oven will go, which is what the recipe calls for, and I'm a little bit nervous about that. But you only bake it for like 3 to 5 minutes, oddly enough. So my oven goes to 550 degrees Celsius. Yeah, no, oh my gosh, that would be, oh, no, scratch that, bad mouth. All right, anyways, Fahrenheit, 550 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry, I used to live in Canada, and clearly I did not convert there. I just kind of swapped words. So, anyways, 550 degrees Fahrenheit. I was watching Mel from, oh gosh, Mel. I am trying to think of, it's Mel's Fresh Start now, but it was Fresh Start budgeting. And oh my gosh, I love that woman so much. She's just such a good heart. If you have not watched her channel, go check her out. She's amazing. And she's doing like a 12-week year thing. And then Liz from Liz and Les started the 12-week year. And I don't know, I'm thinking about getting the book. And I don't know, we're just going to start like a whole posse of us doing the 12-week year. I don't know. I've been thinking about it though. Okay, so my dough has raised some. It's still a very I want to say gluttonous pedunk baby, but I don't even know what that means. So, but I need flour to dust with on my table. So we're gonna bring my flour over here. This is it's a little bit shorter than what is regular counter height because this is a baker's table.
And I have this top butcher block. I don't cut on it. If you use knives on it, it's not going to end well for you. But it has a butcher block table, and I just simply use it as my dough table. I love it. And it's got the big flour drawers on the bottom. Mind you, I use it for storing like onions and squash from my garden and potatoes and such. So
We have flour. I'm gonna put some of that off to the side. It's a little bit much. And I should probably have an apron on for this. I don't know. I am a messy bean. Hang on, I'm gonna grab an apron. My lovely apron. Okay. Somebody splattered some dough or something on it. I need to wash it. Anyways, yes, the realism of my life. So, I know I am supposed to pull out my little dough baby. I'm gonna plunge her down. This is why I don't do these very often, because number one, the baking bread, I used to make everything from scratch, from hand. I now have gizmos and gadgets aplenty. Yes, I now have different gizmos and gadgets, but not as many as what most people have. But it still seems like a lot for me because I did not learn this way using them. I learned it very much a hands-on technique. No, I'm not a professional. And if you judge me, I don't care. You get me showered, but you don't get any makeup or nothing today. Not in the day. I'm supposed to somehow divide this. See if I can touch my screen. And it says I'm supposed to stretch the dough into a log and divide it in 10 to 12 equal pieces. So, make a log. This is making me nervous. I was thinking about making multiple videos today, but I just don't know now because this is going to kill my hands. It's loggy enough for me. All right. I'm going to grab a string and do the string trick. I'm supposed to make these into like little balls, and then we're not going to be too perfectionism about them. I am not putting correct words in correct sentences, and that's okay because you know what I mean. So I'm not perfect. If you were looking for perfect, you would just bypass my channel. So just going to splash a little bit of flour on these and squish them around. And I know that these are now supposed to rise for about, that one doesn't, here comes out my little OCD, and nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna worry about it being perfect, and I don't care. We're not even gonna care today. We're just gonna get her done, and we're gonna enjoy every morsel and every bite. Okay, so we have to let these rise for a half an hour now, and since my oven is only at 409 right now, 412, 413, and Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna cover these up with a towel, and then we're gonna come back in a half an hour and finish these up. All right. And these are, I can't even find my towel. With the recipe that these call for, they're really, really cost effective. So, I mean, it's only gonna be a few dollars, and you're gonna get all, well, it's gonna be less than a few dollars. I don't know, 8 cups of flour. That's gonna be the spendiest part, I feel, because everything else is just kind of minuscule. So, I'm excited. I feel like I need to make some black beans to make like a black bean dip with this, but maybe we'll see. All right, I'm gonna pause the video, and then we're gonna come back and get these in the oven. Okay, so my beans are now on the stove. I started them. I didn't have them soaking overnight, and I always do it from dry beans. So I have boiled and dumped and boiled and dumped, and now I'm finally on the cook section where I can just let them cook now and to reduce the gases. And my oven is preheated. I'm very excited. These didn't say that they had to double, so we're not gonna make them double. But it's been the half hour. I'm thinking pizza stones. Sound kind of perfect for baking these on. I don't know if I have enough though. I have cookie sheets. We'll be fine. Okay, so we're gonna spread these out. So now we need dusting flour again. Making it snow. Now we're just supposed to kind of roll them out into lovely discs. And I don't know how big, I don't know, like hand size? I don't know. We're gonna go with that. Okay. Sounds good to me. I'm just going to fumble along. I don't know why. I feel very anxious and pressed for time right now, trying to film this, and I know I can speed it up. The thing is that I live where internet does exist, but fast internet is really difficult to come by. So, and I'm still trying to figure out longer videos of uploading them onto my computer from my phone, because I do not have an Apple phone, and ew, dear. Okay, I want 4 on here. I feel like, I don't know, but my editing, it takes forever to upload anything, period, let alone a big video that I have to edit. And I don't like editing on the tiny phone. I press wrong buttons with my clumsy fingers, and I'm excited. Let's just put these in the oven. I said 3 to 5 minutes until the bottom, till they're bubbly on the top and lightly brown on the bottom. So it's 3:30 p.m. my time when I'm filming this, not when I'm uploading this, because who knows when I'm going to get this uploaded. I'm filming this on Saturday, so I'm going to be consistently working on this, and we'll see how long it takes me. But literally, it takes forever to upload and then forever to edit and trim it down, especially when your family does not know that you do this channel, other than your husband and your son. Now, my son and my younger daughter are at spending time with their dad right now, their biological dad, and my other daughter is at work. Those are the three that still live home with us right now, and she will be home in like an hour and a half, and I'm just like, that's her work schedule today, but it goes all over the place. We'll see. But this makes me nervous. I'm not going to be able to get all of these on the 2 pans. Okay, but we're getting there. I'm very excited to try these. Trying to whip them out. I already need more coffee. Okay. I'm gonna set that one off to the side. I guess we'll grab a cookie sheet. My cookie sheets are very well loved. I have no shame in them. They do the job and the food tastes great, so that's what matters. If the camera is shaking at all, I'm sorry. Yeah, see, that takes up like half the pan. Maybe I should have made these into 12. I don't know. I guess we'll see what they're like and I'll make a decision for next time, if there is a next time, if I like these enough. But these bigger ones, maybe one would fill my husband, not likely, but we'll see. I know they probably wouldn't fill my teenage son. Okay, so now I've been binge watching y'all's movies while I've been baking. So that has made my day nice. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so amazing out there, and well, that didn't sound cheesy. No, seriously, you guys are great. And my beans are boiling again. What time is it? Let's check them in the oven. They're starting to bubble. Okay. I'm so excited. My beans will not be done with this first pan, and they won't be done until later. So I will have to show you the end process later, but I am going to clean this up. Okay, are you guys ready? It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay. I need don't tell me that doesn't look amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. We're gonna put the next one in. I don't know how hot these are, but am I supposed to touch them yet? Looks amazing. It's got the light brown spots. Yes! It's gonna be my Pita pocket. Okay. so excited. Okay, we have pitas, y'all. And I will post a video later when I rip one open and scoop up the beans and try it. So I'm super duper excited. I'll be back. Okay, I have my coffee. It's a matcha latte, but it has coffee in it. Yummy, yummy. Cinnamon on top. But, all right, Katie, do you see this? It's gorgeous. Okay, this is for you. This is my version of pretty. And I have to tell you guys, I had to fight my husband off because he came home while I was making this, and we're literally minutes away from my daughter getting off work, and she doesn't know about this channel, but my husband knows about this channel, and I'm jabbering. So anyways, we're gonna try this because I told my husband, I slaved in the kitchen all day, I made this, I'm gonna be the first to try it. So, I'm like brutalizing this bread, hang on. And I had planned on a stir fry. Maybe I should try this part because I like destroyed it less, but it's a pocket. It looks so good. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes, I destroyed it. I don't care. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm just gonna like rip it and use it like almost kind of like naan. If you don't know what that is a East Indian bread, but clearly pitas are not that. But I want to try this, and I wish I had sour cream, but I don't in my fridge because my family gobbles up sour cream like there's no tomorrow. So, beans are still hot. And the beans are made from dried black beans and with tomatoes and stuff from my garden that I canned earlier in the year. Okay, definitely do this recipe. It's incredibly yummy, and I'm gonna go because my husband is going to want to stuff his face with this, and I'm talking with my mouth full, so I apologize. But this is so good, so good. Okay. That was a big bite. Alright, you guys, I will see you next time. I'm sharing the recipe down below. I'm gonna have more of this. I said I was gonna do the recipe from, well, the zucchini from my garden and the stir-fry rice with homemade sausage earlier, but for dinner, and my husband wants to eat both this and that, so I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But all those videos I mentioned below and earlier, Tracy with Golden Girl Budgets, Liz with Liz and Les, Katie with Katie in the House, who kind of inspired me to do this video because she kind of got on my butt about me having it in my planner in one of the previous weeks and I didn't manage to make it, so she's like, where's the pita bread? So, here's the pita bread, Katie. And then Marcy with Feeling So Vintage. Her channel just began. She only has one video out right now, but please go give her love and support. She's just fresh on this journey. Also check out Mel with Mel's Fresh Start, formerly known as Fresh Start Budgeting. I absolutely adore her. She's spectacular, and she would gladly sit here and devour this food with me. So anyways, you guys, I will see you later. Bye.